Bitcoiners, welcome back to the Bitcoin Magazine podcast. We have a special edition of the show for you today. But before we get into it, I want to make a shout out that I will be going to Bitcoin Amsterdam October 12th through the 13th in Amsterdam. We are going to be bringing back the most influential and biggest event in Europe to Amsterdam, and we are going to be talking Bitcoin with so many incredible Bitcoiners across the globe and throughout Europe. Bitcoin is under fire in Europe, and we are planting our flag. Europe is Bitcoin territory. So come see us at Bitcoin Amsterdam, October 12th through the 13th. Get your tickets now. Ticket prices are going up every single month. So do not wait less than 90 days until the event. And for everyone who is listening, you can get 10% off if you use promo code BMLive. But with that, let's jump into this special version of the Bitcoin Magazine podcast. We are going to be talking about a competition that Bitcoin Magazine Pro is doing with Samara Alpha, our alpha competition to find the next great Bitcoin fund manager. We have $1 million in seed funding and access to the Samara Alpha platform up for grabs for that next great performer, that next great fund manager. And I am here with my colleague, Sean, and we are going to talk about this competition. We're going to talk about who should be applying for this huge prize and what winners will be getting as part of winning the alpha competition. So without further ado, Sean, welcome to the Bitcoin Magazine podcast. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, this is such an exciting opportunity, CK. I mean, I can confidently say this is the most exciting project I've worked on since being here with Bitcoin Magazine. And it's just an unbelievable opportunity for all the plebs out there. If you think that you have what it takes to be an emerging fund manager, if you think that you have the skills, you have the strategy, if your fund is doing well, or if you just started and you really believe in yourself, this is something you should apply for. It's $1 million, but the prize is way greater in value than $1 million because you're also getting access to Samara's signature seeding platform and their state-of-the-art software service that funds, use on Wall Street and anywhere in between, state-of-the-art technology that a typical emerging fund manager isn't going to have access to, but you could. And all you got to do is apply. Applications have been unbelievable so far, and we're getting close to the finish line. So if this is something that interests y'all, don't hesitate. Go ahead and apply today. The landing page is www.b.tc/conference/Bitcoin-alpha. You can see it on the screen right here. It's super simple. All you got to do is scroll down and hit this apply now button. And like I said, y'all, you don't want to wait. Applications are due on the 31st, and we're getting lots of them, and there's some really awesome competition.
Yeah, so Sean, let's scroll back to the front here and maybe talk about what the competition is all about. You kind of jumped right into this opportunity. Pretty much what's happening is Samara builds technology for funds. Bitcoin Magazine actually tried to start a fund once, and we quit because it was too hard to get everything going in time. But if we had been using Samara, we would have been able to do it turnkey. So they came to us, they've been doing a lot in the space. They've been investing in Bitcoin development, and they wanted to invest in a new Bitcoin fund manager, give them seed capital, and give them access to their turnkey solution for funds, the seeding platform. So, we can go into that. But really, from there, we started putting this competition together where we are trying to go out into the Bitcoin world, the followers of Bitcoin Magazine, and help Samara find this next great trader, this next great Bitcoin fund manager. So that's who we're looking for. We're not looking for a new VC. We're not looking for someone who has never traded before in their life. We're looking for someone who is allocating capital. We're looking for someone who's trading Bitcoin and finding success in their strategy and looking to scale that up. So, that is the type of person that we're looking to bring into the competition and looking to give an opportunity to pitch to Samara's executive team and win this competition. And the finalists are going to go all the way to Bitcoin Amsterdam, which I started the show with. October 12th and the 13th, and they're going to be able to get announced on the main stage, and the winner is going to be crowned in Amsterdam. So that's coming up quick. And Sean, like we talked about, the deadline is coming up really quickly. I think this program is going to be posted very shortly here, but July 31st is the cutoff. So from that point on, we have a extensive, kind of pitch competition that goes on with the finalists, as well as some due diligence before we fly everyone out to Amsterdam and crown the winner. So, Sean, I don't know if you want to go back to the landing page, if you want to add some more color here, but ultimately, I think it's a really exciting competition. There's obviously huge implications for the winner, and I think it's a great collaboration between Samara and Bitcoin Magazine Pro.
Yeah, CK, it's an unbelievable collaboration. What Samara has been doing in the space for a while now. They've been looking for investors. That's part of their whole business model, is to look for talented emerging fund managers and people that have that strategy. And now they're trying to do this in a very big way with Bitcoin. And they put their money where their mouth is. It's evident when they donated, I believe it was $150,000 to Brink for Bitcoin development. And Bitcoin is something they believe in, and they see the value of this emerging asset class. And now they've partnered with Bitcoin Magazine Pro to help someone that's listening to this get their fund off the ground and going in a big way. And like you said, this is not for a VC or anything like that, or a media conglomerate. This is for a person with a strategy or a group of people that are starting a fund. So it's the track record is a little bit flexible, but you need to be able to prove that you have some track record on paper. But beyond that, the sky's the limit. You just need a good strategy and self-belief, and you could have $1 million and access to Samara's signature seeding platform.
So, Sean, let's just scroll through this landing page so folks can kind of see all the information that we're presenting here. So, obviously, y'all have had the opportunity to see the intro here. The award, again, the winner's going to get $1 million in seed capital, so that way they can bootstrap their startup hedge fund. And on top of that, like we said, they're going to get access to Samara Management's seeding platform and all the other resources that they make available to funds who are operating within their ecosystem. Sean, do you want to jump over to Samara's landing page so we can take a little bit more of a look into what is their seeding platform and how it can be useful to folks who are trying to trade and manage a large amount of money in Bitcoin?
Yeah, CK. We can look right here at Samara's landing page. They have digital assets. They have a digital assets platform, three-pronged system. The flagship fund that they have is their multi-strategy fund, and it provides access to diverse markets. Um, and it's basically just a cryptocurrency hedge fund that's actively managed. And then they also have the seeding platform, which is going to drive a lot of value for the winner of this particular contest. It's just going to allow them to harness their deep networks and help the new startup crypto manager demonstrate their potential and connect with others of similar expertise and use their technologies. And then we also have the middleware solution, which is some state-of-the-art PaaS technology. It's a service that they can use, and it's going to put them right up there with the capabilities of the big boys. And a lot of smaller emerging funds and fund managers just really don't get an opportunity like this, especially not for free. So this, I can't state enough that this prize is much more than just the $1 million cash they're given.
Yeah, so just to give a little bit more color, the Samara seeding platform and their overall turnkey solution, that is what will be delivered to the winners. With the turnkey solution, we discussed with folks from Samara, about what comes with that. That is the ability to have a bank account, to API into all of the different major exchanges and platforms that Bitcoin trades on. Is the ability to in the future use chat GBT esque interfaces in order to code up um, programmatic trading, and it's really a turnkey all-in-one solution for leveraging a hedge fund. It's everything that you need, and on top of that, they're trying to seed a lot of different great strategies. So they're trying to network and connect managers as well with a great group of different skilled managers. So Samara is looking to do more than just create SaaS. They're also looking to invest in great strategies and cultivate a great community around it. And like Sean said, we can maybe jump over to the Bitcoin Magazine article. They are committed to Bitcoin. So Bitcoiners, founded the Samara platform and Samara Alpha, and from there, they have a group of institutional traders and fund managers who are operating it, and they have a deep appreciation for the Bitcoin revolution and what needs to happen for Bitcoin to be successful. So they put their money where their mouth is at. Last spring, they donated 6 figures to Brink, which is one of the leading organizations that are developing open source Bitcoin software, in particular Bitcoin Core. And they're looking to do more within Bitcoin. Again, that's why they partnered with Bitcoin Magazine. That's why we're really excited about this competition. And again, there are a lot of the humble stat stackers who are just squirreling away Bitcoin, but there's also a lot of really talented fund managers and traders out there who want to play in the playground that is the Bitcoin markets. So Samara is looking for the best and newest and brightest talent out there, and they're looking to seed them. So, yeah, I mean, do we want to go back and just kind of talk through this call to action? The date, July 31st, is a hard cutoff because we do, need to go through some extensive presentations from finalists to really see who is going to take home this $1 million of seed funding and access to the Samara seeding platform. Um, but at the same time, there is still time. So that's why we're doing this show, to inform folks, so that way they know about this opportunity to take your trading and your fund to the next level, to come to Bitcoin Amsterdam and get presented on the main stage, and to be a part of the Samara ecosystem.
Yeah, and I'll add too, CK, that talking to Roy and the rest of the team over at Samara, they're really about it and they really understand the space and they're really passionate about it. And anyone could just give away $1 million. Not many would. Obviously, Samara would, but they wanted to do something a little bit extra. They wanted to make this meaningful. They wanted to make it about the community. They wanted to make it about the network, and that's why we're bringing the finalists to Amsterdam. Right? There's a lot of exposure involved. There's a lot of community involved. They're setting them up with their signature software to make sure that they can be successful. And it goes back to their history donating to Bitcoin Core development. Samara is a platform and an organization of people that truly get it and they're truly for Bitcoin and they want to actually do something here that's meaningful and add some real value to the space, not just give money away.
Well, I mean, and the money is not being given away. This is seed funding. So
Yes,
money is
correct,
being
correct,
invested. Money is being
correct.
invested in great Bitcoin traders, and that's our job, is to bring as many great Bitcoin traders as possible to apply for this competition. So again, if this sounds like you are a good fit, jump on, hit apply. What is the landing page again, Sean?
The landing page is www.b.tc/conference/Bitcoin-alpha.
All right. And, I think with that, maybe we can jump over to some frequently asked questions about the competition. So, Sean, again, I've been talking to a bunch of folks who are interested in this competition. They're interested in the seed funding and they're curious, hey, I'm a VC in Bitcoin. Is this competition for me? What's the answer there, Sean?
Yeah, absolutely, CK. I've heard this question a lot too, and unfortunately, the answer is no. If you're a VC, this competition's not for you. We're looking for someone that wants to have a trading strategy, someone that does have a trading strategy. VC is great. We encourage you to keep doing it. I think it's awesome that you're doing it. It's a very cool world, but it's not the world of this competition. We're looking for active traders and fund managers for this specific competition.
Okay, so the next question is, hey, are does it matter if I have more of a programmatic trading strategy versus if I am making each individual trades myself manually? What is the platform optimized for?
Yeah, absolutely. It, it doesn't matter, right? We want to hear all the trading strategies. We just want people with passion and drive and talent. And if you think you have a winning strategy, no matter where it falls on the spectrum, we want to hear you. If it's a good one, you're going to have a really great chance to win. The competition is steep, but we want to hear all the strategies. And Samara's platform is going to be great for helping out anything that you can think of or strategize.
Okay, here's another one is so, this is obviously a competition that's presented by both Samara and Bitcoin Magazine Pro. What do people get from Bitcoin Magazine?
So Bitcoin Magazine is actually going to be offering some fantastic coverage of the winners. So we're going to run stories on the winner. We're going to do follow-ups 6 months out and a year out to just check in on you, see how you're doing. Obviously, if you're a finalist, you're also going to get some publicity along with that as well. You'll be our guest in Amsterdam. You'll get some coverage from being a finalist. But for that winner, you're going to get an awesome deal with some publicity coming out of Bitcoin Magazine, even a year out from winning this contest.
Awesome. Yeah, and I mean, I think just being associated with this competition and winning, I think that's a huge, huge plus. Um, last competition, or last question I got for you is like, what are the qualifications really? I know on the site, it's talking about 25% annualized returns. You know, what are the hard cutoffs here for folks who want to try their hand at this competition?
Yeah, the only two hard cutoffs are that you have some provable track record of some sort and that you're focused on Bitcoin. We don't want altcoins, we don't want stocks, bonds, any sort of other asset. Bitcoin focused and some sort of provable track record. Obviously, with different unique strategies, things fluctuate, right? People are going to have different metrics that they hit. Um, but we're looking for the vision, we're looking for the strategy. And so the two non negotiables there are that you can prove some sort of track record and that your interest is in Bitcoin.
All right, Sean. So I know I said that was the last question, but
Mhm.
I guess this is the real question.
Okay.
What's the application process like when someone hits apply? What can they expect?
Yeah, the application is super easy. You just hit apply now. It takes you to a very quick, simple to fill out Google form, and that's our stage one form. So just fill out that information as descriptively as possible. Give us as much detail to work on here. And then, should you move on to that second stage, you'll receive an email from myself on behalf of the competition team inviting you to apply for a second form. And the second one will be a bit more detailed. It'll go into a little bit more nuance of your strategy and some of the metrics that you hit. And from there, if you should move on, you'll actually get to do some awesome calls with the Samara team themselves. And it's going to be an awesome environment to just kind of share with them where your head's at, what your strategy is. And that'll be where they have the vetting process to arrive at their finalists that we bring to Amsterdam.
All right. Well, Sean, thank you so much for coming on the show talking about this competition. Again, this is the first time that Bitcoin Magazine has done a competition like this. We want to thank you to Samara Alpha for coming on board and really inspiring it. We want to give a huge shout out to everyone in the community. Thank you for listening. If this sounds like a great competition for you, please jump over to b.tc/conference/Bitcoin alpha and apply today. Again, that cutoff is July 31st, 2023. So People always procrastinate. People always apply late. Don't make that be you. Okay, apply today. Make sure you get through that process. And if you're a finalist, you're going to Amsterdam. So that's awesome. And if you win, that's $1 million in seed funding. That is access to the seeding platform and much, much more. Sean, any last words before we wrap this one up?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, CK. It's been a pleasure. It's been great to share this with everybody. And like CK said, I can't emphasize enough. The 31st is the cutoff. If you wait till then, we can't help you. So, we want to get this in the right hands. We want to showcase some awesome strategies. We know that our audience is some of the best and brightest minds in the space. And so it could very well be one of you listening right now that is going to win this $1 million in seed funding. So it'd be a shame if you don't fill that out by the 31st. So don't even wait. Just go do it now. That's what I want to leave the audience with. This is an awesome opportunity. Just jump on it.
All right, Sean. Thanks again for coming on. To all the listeners, thank you for listening to this special edition of the Bitcoin Magazine podcast. If you are a Bitcoin trader, make sure to apply. I think this is a great opportunity. And for everyone else, come to Bitcoin Amsterdam October 12th through the 13th. It's going to be absolutely incredible. It's going to have its unique European flavor. And of course, Bitcoin Magazine signature event execution. We bring together the best and the brightest, and we put on the best events in the world for Bitcoin. So until then, I'll catch you guys later.